Hi guys, and welcome back to the Milk Round, the Castlemilk Youth Complex podcast. We bring this podcast out to you every week on our YouTube channel, which you're probably on just now. So if you can like our video, subscribe to the channel, check out our other videos and like and share them as well, and ring that bell for notifications. Also, what would help us out a lot is if you guys could share the videos on all your social medias. The past few weeks have done quite well, to be honest, Kirsty.
Aye, we're getting a wee bit popular.
Viewing figures, comments are going up. That might have been to do with who was on. So the last 2 weeks we had two pretty good guests, but I think it's also been that people are sharing it more.
Yes,
So that helps us out a lot. So if you can do that, do it on your social medias. That would help us out big time. If you need to get us on social media at all, if you want to suggest any topics, or if you want to just find out information about the complex and what's going on in the community, then you can get us at Facebook at Kelly Youth Complex Staff, Twitter at Youth Complex CYC, Instagram at Youth_Complex, TikTok is Kelly Youth Complex, and you can email us as well at cycyouthteam@gmail.com. All small letters on that email address. So if you need any advice or anything like that, just hit us up on any of them. We're always available. And our regular viewers will notice that it's no a regular host. We've got somebody back who's not been here for a couple of weeks, but the Milk Round's missed you, Kirsty. How are you doing?
definitely.
You all right?
I'm glad to be back on the Milk Round.
Aye.
And of course, being a host again, because
Aye. We've got to always ask you every time myself or Chris need a wee bit of help. It's got to be Kirsty because
yes.
you bring something else. I don't know what it is that you bring, but you bring something else to the
Something.
we can't quite put a finger on it, but there is something that you bring.
I'll put on my CV, got that something, but don't know what it is.
Well, I've already added Milk Round host on my CV.
Oh,
so
check you.
That's the only thing that's there. I don't even have like
lies. You've got Hannah's experience, don't use it.
I've only got Castlemilk Youth Complex podcast, the Milk Round host, and that's got me 17 jobs so far. Everybody wants a bit of the Milk Round.
Oh, everybody wants a shot.
So, as we say, we've got lots of different episodes as well. And last week's episode, we had a guest on, and it was a brilliant guest. I thought. I'm quite good friends with the person that came on. It was Paddy Boyle, who is now a teacher at Castlemilk High School, doing his probation year there. But we just want to say thank you very much to him. He spoke about his footballing career, which I know a lot of people in our community look to get into is football. So he told you how he got on and when times got hard in football, what he'd done, and obviously now he's chosen a different path in his career because football doesn't last forever, I suppose. I think he says that quite well. So if you haven't checked out that episode, check it out, please, guys. And he also beat Chris in the quiz, Kirsty. It's not been a good season for us. You can't laugh. You're host tonight, so you've got to put in a good performance tonight, and we've got
always lose no matter what.
I know you could be playing yourself and you've still lose. So we need a good performance for you tonight. It's a brilliant quiz, so it is. I came up with it just before we started recording, and I think you'll like it. And Chris, if you're watching, because you're not here this week, if you're watching this episode, let us know how you get on in next week's episode, because you better get 5 out of 5, Chris. That's all I'm saying. You better get 5 out of 5.
I bet you, do you know what it is, right? It'll be about a topic that I might know Hannah's about, might quote things about it on a daily basis. As soon as I sit here and I'm like, right, Lee, it's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and you're Chris Tarrant or whatever his name is.
Aye.
I'm like, I don't know what the answer is. Can't think. My mind just goes blank.
The pressure gets to you, is that what it is? Because I remember we'd done a quiz and I asked you the Friends question, and you're supposed to be a Friends fan.
I know.
And you couldn't get it.
I know. I was really upset. Myself.
I was really upset as well. Wasn't good enough. So check out our other videos, please, guys, and hit us up on social media if you need us. But we're going to go into what the podcast is all about and the Milk Round and stuff. And first of all, our first section is our nice news that we bring to you, because no receiving great news every so often when we put on the news channel or look it up online, and we're seeing COVID and more deaths, and it's not been a great year. But the milk round bring you nice news, so get your news for the milk round,
Yes.
because this week we've got something so amazing, and I've
Oh,
not even lined it
yes,
up properly. This is probably one of the nicest news that I could bring to people at my age, people at your age,
Yep.
and younger ones as well, who just haven't seen our country get success in something for a long time. So the start of this song's a bit strange, actually, so I'm just going to put it to the,
I just skipped to the good
chorus. Yes, sir.
I
So if people are watching this, if people are watching this and don't have a clue about football, then they'll be like, "What are they to own?" But the nice news this week is Scotland made it to a major football final. The men's national team finally made it after 22 years of trying and failing. France '98, the World Cup was the last one we got to, and we touched on it last week.
What age were you then?
3 years old, Kirsty. What about yourself?
I was 8.
8, aye. 8. So it's not as memorable at 8 either.
No, definitely.
At 3, I just didn't have a clue what was going on, obviously. So I've not seen us there, but next year. And what's amazing is we play England at Wembley on my birthday.
Oh, really?
18th of June, aye.
I hope that's a good luck charm.
Aye, I hope so. If COVID is nice to us next year, then I might even take a wee trip down to London. Just for that. Might not get tickets, but
I just like being
just to take in the atmosphere. Aye. And I'm definitely going to try and get a ticket for one of the Hampden games.
Oh yes, I'm defo's in about that as well.
Aye.
Did you watch the game?
Oh, aye. I was working at the complex and then sprinted up to watch it.
I was biting my nails. I was screaming at the telly. The penalties. Who knew we were that good at penalties?
I know. 2 penalties.
But some of these Celtic players need to get that together and start doing the penalties with us.
So that's us. We've had 2 penalty shootouts in our history, and we've scored all 10 penalties that we've needed to. We're so good. Why can we not just do penalties every day instead of doing minutes before it? But it was typical Scottish fashion, but we played so well, we outplayed them for 90 minutes, and then we get into the last minute and we just let them score so easily. And you're just like, same old Scotland, there's no point even getting our hopes up. And then they fought so hard in extra time, and then into the penalties, as you said, they were amazing. And David Marshall, the hero.
Oh, see when he looks over and he's like,
aye. Is it right? Are we all right? But that's just Scottish, because it's been 22 years. He's like, are you sure we're through? So that's our nice news this week. Well done to the men's national team. You're not as good as the women's national team.
The women's national team is shit hot.
Aye. They make World Cups and all that all the time. It's too easy. But the men's national team, up your game, and hopefully next year we can get through and we can beat England as well, and we can get them in it, and we can all laugh at Tom.
Yes.
So our next section is a big section, and you've missed this because you've not been on, Kirsty.
I know, I've really missed this bit.
You've probably just been going about the community and telling people what's on your telly and what's in your belly. So I'll go first, and then I'll let you, because you're back on, tell a brilliant story about what's in your telly and what's in your belly. I'll be really boring because mine are really boring. So on my telly this week, it's returned, but it's not the same. It's I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Yes.
It's a castle in Wales instead of being in Australia because of COVID, but still really enjoyable. I'm loving it. It's
definitely. Don't spoil it because I'm still an episode behind.
No worries. Fine. I won't. Challenges have been good, scary. I like all the contestants as well. So
I like the setup of the castle.
It's amazing, isn't it? I'd love to go and stay in that.
It's gave us quite a good few ideas for when COVID buggers off and lets us do stuff in the Eufy again. Remember when the Eufy did the big Eufy house, like Big Brother?
Yep.
Can you imagine the Celebrity castle in the Eufy?
I'm a sea milk queen. Get me out of here.
Aye.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Doesn't it?
Your eyes peeled, guys. But I am really enjoying that. I didn't watch I'm a Celebrity for years. I just wasn't into it. And then Brooke was like, "Oh, you don't watch it. You need to watch this with me." And a couple of years ago, I started watching it. I was like, "Why have I no
Why have I not been
watched this
involved?
every year?" Aye, because people talk about it like in your workplace or whatever, or when I was at school and stuff, and I was just like, "Nah, I'm not interested." But aye, I'm right into it now. So that's what's on my telly this week. And the second part of it is what's in my belly, and really boring again, but I mentioned this. I think I've mentioned this a few times actually on the podcast. One of my favourite places to eat is Nandos.
Yes.
So there was talk of lockdown coming up again,
Yep.
and Brooke was like, at the weekend, let's go to Nandos before we can go to Nandos.
Yes.
So we went up to East Kilbride, done a wee bit of Christmas shopping and got a Nandos, and it was brilliant. And I just need to ask you your order at Nandos, Kirsty.
My order, right. So sometimes it's the wrap with some spicy rice and some peri chips. Sometimes it's the butterfly chicken with the peri chips and coleslaw.
Right, okay. And what is your spice? Lemon and herb?
I'm a hell no.
Right, okay.
No,
right.
I'm no that guy, but like
Right.
I'm like, what is the first one? Mild?
Mild, I think it is.
I'm mild. But
Mild.
I like to get an extra sauce at the extra hot sauces.
What?
And like dip my chip in it and kid on that I'm mild. And then I'm like, big one chip, I've done it.
Taking a picture of it and stuff and uploading it.
Down it.
I go for the same order every time I'm there. So
Really?
I get halloumi fries to start.
Halloumi fries? I've never had halloumi fries for there.
What?
I never knew they did halloumi fries.
Aye, they're incredible. They come with like a peri peri jam as well, but I'm dead for eating that. But aye, if next time you go, you need to get the halloumi fries in.
Oh my god, I need to. Have you? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I'm interrupting you. Have you tried the halloumi fries from Monterey Jack's?
No, I've not. I keep seeing this place and I've not even been.
Oh my god, they're like door wedges. Oh man, I really like them.
Gearing up. I was saying to Brooke when we were having them at the weekend there, imagine a buffet, a Nando's buffet, like halloumi fries, I just wouldn't know when to stop with them.
Yes, aye. There's like there is no limit. The limit does not exist. It's like with chocolate, it goes to a different part.
What's that?
It's like chocolate, it goes to a different part of your belly.
Oh, does it? Does it actually? I agree. It goes to my backside, that's where it goes. Makes that some size. It goes to my cheeks, as you can see. No, but imagine halloumi in a buffet. I just couldn't get enough of that.
But halloumi share box.
Aye, that'd be good.
What dip would you get?
For halloumi?
Aye.
I don't know. I like it plain. I've not had it with a dip.
Sweet chilli all the way.
Aye, is it good?
Oh my god, amazing.
I'll need to try that.
Yes.
Aye.
Barbecue's alright, but barbecue's more for your
I can imagine like a barbecue on it, but I can't imagine a sweet chilli. I'm going to try that then.
Do it.
There you go. That could be what's on my belly next week. You've already worked that out for me. So I get that to start, and then I get the half chicken, medium, and then peri chips and garlic bread, and then I get a hot sauce on the side because I like it cooked medium, like the chicken cooked in or marinated in medium, and then dip it into a hot sauce. I don't know why I like that, but it's just.
It's not as burny.
It might be that. It might be more flavoury or something for me. I don't know, but that's my order at Nando's. I really like that. That's my boring on my telly and in my belly this week. But
I think that's quite good.
Think it's good? Aye. Aye. Right, I'll take it then. We'll hand it over to you because you've not done this in a while. So, Kirsty, what is on your telly this week?
So what's on my telly is what's it called? I just forgot.
Oh no, you just looked it up.
I know. So it's on Netflix and it's Melissa McCarthy, one of my favourite actresses. It was Life of the Party.
That's right, okay.
Life of the Party. So basically, she goes back to uni but like it's like American, so it's like a frat house and all that.
Mhm.
She goes back to that when she's much older and her daughter's there, and how she becomes like this like cool mum,
Right.
and how she kind of reinvents herself again and stuff like that. It's dead
Mhm.
funny, and
Aye.
obviously it's got lots of jokes and stuff like that because it's Melissa McCarthy, of course.
Mhm. And
So
what's
that's
that rated at?
oh, that's a strong 8.5, man.
8.5. That's
Mm-hmm.
decent. That's
That's
decent.
good.
8.5. I need to check
Aye.
it out. And can all members watch it?
Yes.
Aye.
Yep.
12. 12 probably.
12. Yep.
Aye.
I'm
Happy
sure.
days then. Just double check that in case we're sending 12-year-olds to watch an 18.
Oh, I can't minimise because we're recording, but
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
let's just
Just let them watch it.
be safe.
I will say that. We'll say that. That's a good recommendation. 8.5 is strong. Aye.
Oh,
So
so good.
Life for the Party. Check that one out. That's good.
Definitely.
And then what's in your belly this week, Kirsty?
What's in my belly? So I have been loving this pizza, right? So I like a wee takeaway pizza, but
Mhm.
you just can't be spending all that money all the time
No.
getting it. So I have cracked it. I've got a freezer pizza that's like a takeaway pizza.
Right. Okay.
Farm Foods.
Mhm.
I think you can get 3 for a fiver.
Wow. That's good.
It's got like tiger crust. You know,
Tiger
we
crust
get
crust.
tiger bread.
Tiger crust.
Aye, tiger
So
crust.
nice. They named it twice. Aye.
Like that. Ham and cheese. Oh, it's amazing. And they've got another one where it's like a stuffed crust and they've got
Right.
like a tomato sauce inside it.
Uh-huh. And then
Dynamite.
what's the topping on that one?
That one's pepperoni.
Right.
They do other ones as well. I had a barbecue base one with chicken and stuff like that. Very
Wow.
much like a well-known pizza shop.
Aye. Other pizza shops are
Are
available.
available.
Aye. That's usually
Aye.
Chrissy's line, but he's not here this week, so I'm filling.
So definitely Farm Foods, 3 for a
3 for a fiver
fiver.
is unreal. That is amazing. Like we got a Domino's recently, but other pizza shops are available. And I like it was 2 for 20 quid or something. 2 pizzas for 20 quid. And
Nah.
that's just like it's good. It's really good, and it's I wouldn't even say it's worth it though. Like, but it is really tasty. But if you can get 3 for £5, then
I know. And then they're in the freezer.
aye, so you can leave them in there for quite a while. Aye.
Aye.
Oh well, that's good. I might be checking out Farm Foods then.
They're not as big as obviously the ones
That pizza
from
shop.
that pizza shop, or other pizza shops.
Aye.
But it's a decent pizza.
That's funny. I had a takeaway pizza last night. I was visiting mom and dad, and they got a chippy, and then they had like an Uber Eats 50% off, and they were like, "Take a pizza," and I was like, "No, I've had my dinner," and they're like, "No, take a pizza, just take a pizza," and I was like, "All right," and they got it for like £3 or something. It was amazing. It was 12-inch pizza for the King's chippy, spicy chicken. I brought it up to Brooke and her mum and just shared it, and it was good.
Nice.
Really good. So it's funny you mentioned takeaway pizzas, and then I had one last night, but it was 2 dinners, man. That's shocking, isn't it?
It's cold weather.
So aye, that's what's in our tellies. In our tellies, aye, doing well, doing really well. That's what's on our bellies. And in our bellies this week. If you want to let us know what's on your tellies and in your bellies, then comment down below or get us on our social medias, and we'll give you a wee shout out as well if you let us know. This week we've not really got a topic, Kirsty. You're filling in for Chris, which is brilliant, so thanks very much for doing that. And we just decided, since you're back on after a while, we'll just have a wee chat and maybe chat about some things that has gone on in the news or gone on in the community. And the main thing that's gone on for us in our community in the news is we've went into tier 4 now. So what that means is all non-essential shops are closed, all salons, all barbers, all hairdressers, sports that you can participate in have been reduced, and it's not the best of times now. People are struggling, but schools are still open, so I suppose young people are still getting to see their pals there. You guys, as young people, can still meet if you're under the age of 12. If you're between the age of 12 and 17, you can still meet in a group of up to 6 from 6 different households. If you're under 12, you can meet and you don't have to socially distance, but 12 to 17-year-olds do have to socially distance. But that's got to be outside, remember.
That's outside.
You can meet with a different household inside, but there's nowhere really to meet now. So that rule kind of confused me. So it did
I know.
when it came out. By Friday, it's going to be illegal to travel to different local authorities for non-essential travel. And
Which is quite strange, isn't it? When so say some people live, like say they live in Rutherglen, and they're coming to school in Castlemilk, like that's over to authorities, but that you're allowed to do that because that is an essential thing, the same as if you live in Rutherglen again and you were traveling, like your parents were traveling through for work or whatever, then depending on the line of work that they do, then it's deemed essential.
But I suppose a strange one is as well, and this can probably tie into our nice news actually, because I forgot to give them a shout out. Castleton Primary won an award for the video that they made, the reshot film about. It's just not fair. So well done, Castleton Primary. Meant to mention that earlier. Round of applause. That was brilliant. Great stuff. Great work that was done as well, and they researched quite a lot of it themselves. And so big well done to them. But also we're saying different local authorities. See people for Castlemilk. What if they shop at Tesco in Kilmarnock?
I know.
Instead of going to Asda, they can't go to their normal shop that they would, and we don't have a supermarket here. So it's even more reason for us to get a supermarket in our community, I suppose, if this is going to continue for a long time. But that's tier 4 kind of wrapped up. If you've got any questions or anything, hit us up on social media. We'll try and answer them as best we can. But
if anybody is struggling to get out to the shops or anything like that, just give us a message, because we have got store cupboard of some essential food. I'm sure we can work together to try and make sure that you're done all right, especially when people have been isolating and they maybe don't have family nearby or family that can drive. Just give us a wee message, because that's what we're all about. A full family coming together in a big community.
Castlemilk Together is an organisation made up of all the other organisations in Castlemilk, almost every organisation in Castlemilk. And we had Paddy on a couple of weeks ago telling us what is available. So I think now that we're in tier 4, I think maybe a wee bit more help will be available for people as well. So keep an eye on that on social medias as well. But as Kirsty says, if you want to do it through the complex, we can help you as much as possible. And another thing that we wanted to cover, which is news in our community and close to us because it's very complex, and it's yourself, Kirsty, that's helping to set up this project, is Castlemilk Youth Complex Secret Santa this year. So do you want to just tell the viewers and listeners a wee bit? We touched on it last week for our nice news, but I think this week it'll be good because you're here and you can go a bit more in depth into it.
Right. So basically, I teach the Community Youth Work Skills class in Castlemilk High and St Margaret Mary's. So the two schools come together and we do the HIC course, which is Health Issues in the Community. And each year the groups identify different issues in their community and we try and solve those issues. And we do things from like poverty to knife crime to kind of stereotypes of people, and we try and raise awareness of it and trying to like make some change in the community. So it's all young person led and it all comes from them. And one of the groups within the class wanted to do hygiene poverty. Now there's a big thing now about families being in poverty, but there being a big kind of stress on hygiene poverty. So if you have enough money for your food or your bills or whatever like that, but buying shampoo all the time or conditioner or body wash, deodorant, things like that, when you know yourself, when you add it on to your normal shopping, it adds quite a bit.
Yep, definitely.
And it's a bit of a sting when they all run out at the one time. It's really annoying. So basically we wanted to create a hygiene kind of hygiene bank kind of thing, kind of like a food bank, but where you can come and get those services. But the young people were having a conversation, and we were chatting about how people have donated previously. And last year, Castle Precision, the engineering company just down at Drakemire, big blue building, they donated lots and lots of hygiene products last year to go with the Christmas gifts that the youth complex has got for the young people. So we wanted to make that like a wide thing. So in organisations, in your work, or maybe with a group of pals, we would do a Secret Santa. Sometimes that's a £5, sometimes that's a £10. Just depends on what you and your pals do, or you and your colleagues do. Sometimes you buy your colleagues something daft, like a mad mental hat, or if you get your boss, you get fancy biscuits or something like that. Do you know what I mean? And it's not saying it's a waste, definitely not, but it's maybe money that could be put towards something better.
Aye. It's often something that's left in a drawer after
100%.
And the novelty wears off in it.
Yep, definitely.
I remember we done it as a Thursday night team at the complex, and I got Tony like a basketball game that sat in your head, and we played it in the meeting, and then
that was funny.
we played it in the meeting, and then I think it got pulled out for sessions every so often, but it wasn't that useful. But as you said, it can go to something much more important.
Definitely. Now, a £5 or a £10, if you've already got that in your head that you're already going to spend that in your Secret Santa, you have a chat with your pals or your work colleagues, your boss, whatever, and you can become Secret Santa, CYC Secret Santas. So we have had, honestly, I am overwhelmed with the amount of nice people in the community. And it's not just Castlemilk, it's Glasgow. Like, that's how wide it's gone. We've had people donating from organisations in Cambuslang. We've had people donating for households in Cardonald. We've had people donating money for us to buy things that they think, because they want us to pick the right, like the right things. From that all the way for bowling, just up in Old Kilpatrick. We've had people for the Geely. We've had Bridie and June and Janet for the cafe. We've had the Castlemilk High School. We've got St Margaret Mary's. We've got everybody, like you name it, everybody's involved, and they're donating. So if you don't already know about it, where have you been? But what we'll do is we'll share the poster again about it. And if you're interested or you want to know a wee bit more about it, then you can email me, and it's Kirsty Chapman at castlemilkyouthcomplex.com. And it's things that, instead of buying your pal that wee stupid basketball hat thing, you spend that £5 or that £10 on hygiene products. So that could be anything from a toothbrush, toothpaste, shampoo, conditioner, body wash. If you go to the pound shop, you go to B&M, sometimes you can get them things for £1 or 79p things, stuff like that. It could be individual items. So you could spend, like, so say it's a £5. You could go into that shop and you can get 5 items for that, and we put that in a pack for a young person. Could be that you go in and you see the wee sets, so you can see a link set, and that's quite nice as well. So, and they're £3. So see if you and your pals don't do it, and you're like, do you know what, I want to donate something, £3. That's all it takes. That's what, less than a McDonald's meal.
Aye. It's the same price as a dragon soup, so you'll only miss out on one can at the weekend.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And it's going to make a big difference. So our aim is to make bags for young people all over Castlemilk. And they'll have like a month's worth of toiletries. Because this is such a hard time, but even before this, people were struggling. So it means that at least there's a month where they don't need to worry about that extra expense of shampoo, conditioner, body wash, shaving foam, body moisturiser, things like that. And some people have just been donating outstanding stuff, like things that we take for granted. Like, it's cold weather, so people have been donating lip balm. And you're like, that's the stuff that, see if you've no got the money, lip balm's the last thing that you're buying.
Of course, it's no
Like,
a
it's no,
necessity to you, basically.
no a necessity, but actually, see if your lips keep cracking and then you end up getting a cold sore and then you need to go to the pharmacy to get something for that. That's an expense, and that wee Zavirax box thing, it's about that size, and it's about a tenner or something like that. But if you donate a lip balm, that stops that whole situation.
I think one that a lot of people are donating as well is sanitary towels as well, because that goes hand in hand with period poverty.
Definitely. So we do get lots from the school. So the schools both have tampons and sanitary towels. The difference is there's no variation in size. So if you have like a heavy flow or you want one for night time or things like that, there isn't a variation on that. Whereas you need a brand really type one to get a variation of them, of the sizes and stuff like that. So people have been buying lots of different range of sanitary towels and stuff like that for us as well to put in. These bags won't only just help young people. So if we know that that young person has got two other, like an older brother that's 25, or we've got their mum and their dad, we'll try and make sure that there's enough for that young person mainly, but for the other people in that household. Because, you put shampoo at the bath or in the shower, everybody uses it. It's the benefit of everybody in that house. So that's the aim, is to make sure that these people have something. And lots of the stuff that people have been donating isn't like wee cheapy stuff. It's really, really nice. No meaning that it's extraordinary prices. I'm just meaning that it's the stuff that, like, nice smelly stuff. So when you go for a shower, you want to smell nice, and once you feel a wee bit better about yourself, you can like achieve more. I think once you've had a nice shower or a nice bath and you've kind of pampered yourself a wee bit, you feel ready to take on the next day. If you're having a rubbish time yet, like if you're worried about your family and you're needing to relax, these wee pamper packs will definitely benefit everybody, and that's not just for girls. Definitely there's elements in it that can pamper boys as well.
Of course, I suppose like poor hygiene levels can lead to poor physical health in some aspects, but it can also lead to poor mental health. Like you're saying, a shower, it smells nice to go out and have that confidence. Like some people might not have self-esteem if they can't afford this nice shower gel, if they can't afford this nice shampoo, so their hair isn't the way they want it to be, so they can't go about their day. So not only physically is it helping them, but mentally it's helping them as well.
Definitely. And the main aim is, and it's not that anybody should be offended if they're given a pack or anything like that. It's about you take what you need and share what you can. So whether that's in your house, so you put it on at the bath, or like, do you know what I mean? You put it at the sink for the hand wash or whatever. Or you take that bath bomb and wrap it up for your ma's Christmas, or do you know what I mean? Things like that. It's to kind of take the pressure off for at least a month. That's our aim, the news, to take the pressure off for a wee bit. Because if I buy a bottle of shampoo, it lasts longer than a month. It's only me that uses it. So obviously that would benefit me for longer. But say you would use it, Brooke would use it, our mum would use it. There's a few people in your house where that would benefit, so it probably would last a month. So it's about that. It's about potentially it could help somebody for a wee bit longer, but it might it'll last a month.
Excellent. No, it's a brilliant project, and as you said, we just want to say a big thanks to all the people that are currently donating, and if you guys want to donate, then check us out on social media, and if you need any questions answered, then we will answer them, and we'll tell you where you can bring it to, where you can drop it off and stuff like that. So some people are bringing the stuff into the school, so if you're in Castlemilk High School or St Margaret Mary's, take it there, and somebody can bring it to the complex, or if you're passing by the complex and it's open, you can pop in, and if you're coming to the complex, because we're open now at night, then you can bring it in then as well.
I know that in Castlemilk High, if you either drop it in my room or Lee's room, we will get it down to the youth complex. And in St Margaret Mary's, there's a bag, like a big IKEA bag at the front door, or you can give it to Michael, or you can ask the seniors, because the seniors that are in my class, they'll be able to keep you right.
Excellent. Brilliant. Aye, so that actually goes with our nice news. I think, like I says, we mentioned it on our nice news last week, and I just think it's a brilliant project. So, aye, thanks very much for coming on and explaining it a bit better than I explained it last week. Because I wasn't sure the all the ins and outs of it and stuff, because I'd just seen the post on that, and I've not seen you for a wee while because you've been enjoying your time off, obviously, and been a wee bit busy away from school. But aye, thanks for coming on and giving a wee bit more information.
I'm collecting until the 11th of December, because that gives us enough time to let it quarantine before we give them out.
Giving them out.
And we've had lots and lots, so the sooner the better, because it means that we can wipe it all down, quarantine it, wipe it all down, and then re-quarantine it into bags for young people. So we're making sure everybody's keeping safe for that, and it means that we've got a rough idea of what can go in each bag.
Aye, that makes sense. Aye, brilliant. So as we say, if you want involved, just give us a shout on social media, guys, or come and see Kirsty, myself, or Kelly, or something in the school. So that is what we're kind of covering this week on the podcast. As I said, we've not got a main topic, but that kind of became a topic, which is good. It's a bit shorter than usual, I think, the podcast, but we're not finished yet, Kirsty.
No.
You have got to face what Chris has got to face every week, because you are the co-host this week, and you've got to face the quiz.
Oh no!
Aye, it's got to happen. So as I says, I think the quiz is quite good this week because it is a milk round quiz. So we're testing your knowledge on the podcast.
Oh no, right. Oh no.
Now, you're a regular viewer / listener of the podcast, if you're not on it. I know that for a fact.
Yes,
you tell us you watched it and you come into school and you go, oh, that bit you said last night was good, or that was really nice, but how much do you actually know about it? So
my memory's rubbish, really.
I've got 5 questions here. One's got a bonus point. It's the very first one that's got a bonus point, actually. So do you think you're ready for it?
Okay.
Right, let's go. Question 1. Who was our guest on our most viewed podcast so far?
Was it me and my pal Angela Tortolano?
It was. Yes! Well done. Congratulations, 1 point for one. And the bonus point for that is the bonus point for that is how many views does it currently have? Now I'm going to give you.
I gave it an A, B, and C.
No, I'm going to give you 5 on each, 10 on each side to this. Actually, I'll give you 10 on each side. So if you get 10 more than it, I'll give you the point. If you get 10 less, then I'll give you the point.
Right.
Or like in between that.
Can you give me a ballpark?
No, because that's what you've got to try and do. Well, this also for viewers and listeners, this is correct when we're filming, so we don't get any arguments with people.
Right. I'm gonna go for 127.
You're underestimating this year because Chick Lang's had 145 when I last checked.
Oh, right.
Danny Boyle's had 175 when I last checked.
What?
Aye. I think our first episode's got about 160 something maybe.
Right. Let me re-guess then. Let's go for 270.
No, 300 views we've got on it.
What?
300
yes!
views. Aye, that was a big episode. So it was
definitely
Angela's singing helped us out with that.
Angela's singing was on point.
But you still get a point, the normal point. Unfortunately, don't get a bonus point. But let's go for question 2 now. How many episodes were in season 1 of the Milk Round? Now we're in season 2 now, but how many were in season 1?
17. 19. 17.
16. Episode 1 of season 2 was with Stacey, and it was episode number 17.
That's why I was confused.
Aye, that is close. How did you get that? Close to it?
Because I'm a Milk Round loyal.
Okay, question 3. Who was the first young person to be a guest on the podcast when they came on to chat about music?
Maya Howitt.
Maya Howitt is correct. Big up Maya, thanks for coming on. Cheers. So that's 2 out of 3. Well done. Question 4. Who covered for Chris as a host in a sport/football episode?
Darren Stewart.
Is incorrect. It was
Tom.
Tom.
Oh my God.
Tom
Oh my
came on
God.
that, and he spoke about English football. I spoke about Scottish football. We spoke about like American football and things like that.
Why did I not even get that? Oh my God.
2 out of 4. 2 out of 4. And last question, Kirsty.
Surely I could get half a point because I got it correct the second time.
No, I don't think so. So this question: who replaced me as co-host when I decided to go on a couple of holidays when we were allowed to?
Have I already said the answer? Darren.
Way! Well done. See, when you said that for the last question, I was like, oh. Well done. 3 out of 5 is decent.
That's good.
Like, you did kind of get the Tom one when you thought about it.
I technically get 4 out of 5. And
no, you got 3 out of 5, but
I got 4 out of 5, and I was so close, so close.
So close. But that's a good account, I've got to say.
Thanks.
Maybe you should come on for the quiz instead of Chris every week.
Yes.
Aye. He's going to battle me now that I've said that. He'll be watching this. Sorry, Chris. Sorry.
He's going to RKO you.
That is our podcast for this week. It was a quick one, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to get us on social medias about the Secret Santa or for anything else, you can get us on Facebook at Kelly Youth Complex Staff, on Twitter at Youth Complex CYC, on Instagram at Youth_Complex, TikTok, Kelly Youth Complex. You can email us at cycyouth@gmail.com. You're on our YouTube right now, so if you can like this video, like our other videos, share them all over social media, subscribe to our channel and ring the bell for notifications. That would help us out a lot. We just want to leave a wee message at the end of this podcast as well. And I think Kirsty's going to leave it for us.
So our podcast a wee bit shorter tonight due to the sad news of a friend of the complex. Ruth Stevenson has sadly passed. So we want to dedicate this episode to her. So she's been involved in Castlemilk's community from doing shows to doing different performances to doing different charity events and stuff like that. So we want to say a big hurrah to Ruth, and we'll share a nice wee kind of montage of her on our post as well.
Thanks very much for watching, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.